All right, this is my daily update for my build and public log. It's April 3rd, 2025. Wasn't able to get too much done yesterday, and I'm probably not going to get too much done for the rest of the week, to be completely honest. Maybe Sunday. I will definitely try to get the documentation done by Sunday, but yeah, I will get into, and I'm actually going to demo something, so stay tuned. I'm going to demo something pretty cool, actually. So stay tuned. But yeah, I started working on the documentation and getting that up. I need basic documentation. So if anyone actually wants to properly try this out, you got to know what to do. There's no SDK yet, so it's kind of a manual. Kick off an agent, pull, get the results. But it's not very clear. You need documentation. Like, let's be honest. Any API service, or any service you interact with an API, you've got to have documentation. And the thing's pretty simple right now, so it's not going to take me too much longer. I just need to sit and focus for a couple hours, get that right. So I started to work on that, but again, I wasn't able to get to that today. I'm not going to be able to get to that tomorrow, and I'm going to be out this weekend. Yeah, I'll do what I can. I will have my computer with me this weekend, so hopefully I can get a little something, squeeze in a few hours here and there to get to actually uh, get get back to work on this. But so I will demo what has blocked me very shortly. But first, let's just jump to the questions and comments. All right. Let's see. Hey, just stop by to say keep grinding. It is quite hard. It's so hard, guys. You have no idea. Um, I wouldn't spend energy on the landing page yet. Why not cold call potential customers to validate your use case? What are the minimal tasks you need to do to see if your idea has value? Great comment. I really, really appreciate that. Um, that is, I mean, I think you're absolutely right. No disagreement whatsoever. I have been wondering the same thing. I'm like, I have so little time. What is the number one thing that could move this into the direction of getting it in front of potential customers or customers? It's funny. I was just having a conversation about this before I recorded the video. How all I want is to get to customers. I'm not opposed to getting on a call. I'm not opposed to a lot of communication with customers. I will build what they need. That's all I want. I'm happy to get on a call. I'm happy to figure out their needs. Happy to make an agent do whatever they need. I'm so willing to do that. That's my dream. I want to, a lot of my career, I've been placed into a silo where I'm way crazy removed from many customers, and it's just like, yeah, here's your Jira board. Do this ticket, do this ticket, do this ticket. Zero autonomy. Every minute, has to be tracked. Like, you should be only working on this. You should do this. How the fuck am I going to know what the customer wants? I'm so siloed in this organization that, there's all these organizational shackles. You go up the chain, you talk to your manager and they talk to someone else. Fuck that. I just want to interface directly with customers and build really good agents, AI agents that actually work, that are really adding value, that are really enhancing people's products or projects. So I 100% agree with you, and I've been wondering the same thing. I've been doing a lot of I'm in a lot of communities, and I've been trying to post in these communities, and some people you get kind of like a thumbs up or a like, but no feedback. So I feel like that's the best use of my time, is getting in front of people, trying to ask people, hey, what agents do you want to add to your product? What are you looking to do this year, this quarter? So I agree with you. The thing I was thinking about this week was not cold calling, but doing a lot of cold emailing. I don't even know who to call, to be honest with you. But cold calling, if I could get a bunch of good leads, definitely. But I was literally just looking into that the other day because I 1000% agree with you. The problem is there's a lot of noise. No one knows about my thing. You got to get a lot of eyeballs, a lot of attention. So I was thinking building a few tools and like free tools and sharing that. That seems to be a pretty successful approach for. But I don't want to like get really sidetracked, so I don't want to spend a lot of time. But I think I could spin up a few really useful tools fairly quickly to help advertise. Like, hey, check out this thing I built to get attention. I thought about that, and I thought about getting a lot of cold emailing, cranking, and going. So that is something I'm looking into, and I agree. It's like I have so little time, and I need to really dedicate that time to moving the needle and getting in front of potential customers. Thank you so much. I totally agree with you. What are the minimal tasks you need? That's a good question. I'm trying to figure that out. What I'm about to talk about, I thought about turning that into a free tool to try to like advertise, but put it under like my name, like Agents Code or something. So let's jump into that right now. Again, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it because this is a tough week, man. This has been a horrible week. Plus family issues too. Unfortunately, my grandpa's been in the hospital, and I don't know. It's been just really. It's like when it rains, it pours. It's been nonstop shit to deal with this week. Like really, even family stuff. So okay, so why have I been pulled away? I talked about this in yesterday's video, and this is also my random story for today. I have been requested to compile a list of every single place I've been at in the last 10 years and when. So like a full log, like, January 1st to, March 30th, I was in this country. So I need to do that. And I talked about yesterday how hellish of a task it is because I've traveled the entire world the last decade. I've been to every continent on Earth the last 10 years. Well, let's get into this. I found a hacky solution. Check this out. When you use Google Maps on your phone, they track you, they spy on you. They track like everywhere you go. Like if you're at your house all day, they don't track you. It's just like, okay, you're there. That's it. And if you look, so there's something called the timeline where you can go look at your Google Maps timeline, see everywhere you've been any day. So like if you don't leave your house for the day and you look at that day, it'll just show like one thing. Like you were here at this place, your house. I am not going to spend days figuring out and building this spreadsheet. This is fucking nuts. Like I build automation solutions. Let me show this off. It's really frustrating. You can't access it on the internet anymore, like on your browser and your computer. Really not cool. But I was able to go to the app and export all my data, and it is a massive like 70,000 line JSON file. So I wrote a script. I was really lazy, so I was just like, hey, ChatGPT. I actually went and used the O3 Mini High because I was like, let's see how this does with this task. And I told it exactly what I need, and it gave me a solution, and it gave me a script. So, but the script takes an incredibly long time because it has to go look at every single GPS coordinate in the last 13 years that I've ever been in 13 years that I had my phone and my phone was on. And it has to go look up the country for every GPS coordinate. Guys, I've been literally around the world multiple times in 10 years. So this is nuts. So I wrote the script and look at it. It's been running for a very long time. This says 15 hours, but it's actually been longer because when I was first building it, I would like make some changes and start it. So it's been over 15 hours, but it's working. And I don't care if you know where I went in Montenegro in 2023. Oh, actually, that was my birthday. I was in. I know where I was during that time. I was bouncing all around Montenegro at this time. That's why there's a lot of coordinates. I wrote this script where every coordinate it rounds up to about 11, 12, 10 meters, about 10 to 12 meters, because it's very precise. It's like exactly where you were. So I was like, it's fine. There was a few times I was the border, but it's fine. Let me round up to, it's very long, and that's like a million coordinates. So what I have it doing is it rounds up to about the 10-meter mark, and it goes and it looks at the country, and it caches it locally, like on disk. This is running on a server, so it ran all night, not on my laptop. So it caches that coordinate. So it goes cache, cache, cache. Okay, it pulls out of the cache and it's grouping so it looks like sequentially what country you were in and then when did you move to the next country. So it's mapping that out. And by the end, which I'm pretty close to, I'm almost done with 2023. I am going to have it due up to today. So yesterday when I exported, we're almost to the end. Um, but when it needs to look up a new coordinate, it calls the service, it gets the data, and it stores. Okay, this coordinate, this country is Montenegro. Now, if you're bouncing around a lot, that's a lot of coordinates, even rounding. Because I'm not doing any clustering. I decided not to do that. I'm not doing clustering. But I'm rounding up, so it's like, where were you in a, like I said, 10 to 12-ish meter radius. Because, see, look at now, I just went to Albania. Yeah, oh God, Albania. Yeah, that wasn't too fun. I didn't super like Albania, to be honest. Montenegro was better. So, anyways, that's my script. So, why haven't I been working? Yesterday, instead of my time working on Agents Code, I worked on this script because I really think this will save me astronomical amounts of time. I don't think this is going to give me 100%. I'll need to go through everything, double check, and maybe fix a few little weird things in here. But I think this is going to get me, I'm hoping, 80 to 90% of the way done and save me probably days of work. Because how else would I find this data? I had to manually go through on my app. They've removed it from the website. So I'd be on Google Maps, and that thing, the timeline is so slow. I don't know what they did. They broke it. It's torturously slow. I have to look at flights, an email. It would take me literally days of work to figure this all out. So, one idea I had for getting publicity and building a tool, I should build a tool that it would need to run a lot faster than 24 hours. I would need to use a paid service or have this self-hosted with all the coordinates data. But my thinking was build a tool where you can export your timeline data, put it into my app, and it builds like a really cool, figures out all the countries you've been to and when, and it builds like a cool visual animation. I don't know, one idea I had. It's not really an AI agent, so I'm probably not going to do it. But pretty fascinating to see this work. It's pretty cool. It's actually working, and I'm so excited. We're almost done with 2023. We're almost done. Somehow this service didn't block me, but I'm caching really, 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 really aggressively. I purposely have it going like processing a coordinate every second, and it often hits the cache. It doesn't say when it hits the cache, but I don't know. I'm trying to be kind and not kill this service, so they're being very, very kind and letting this run. It's almost done. It's almost done. So, anyways, that's what I did yesterday, and I'm going to spend my time tonight getting ahead on my day job because tomorrow I'm going to be out for several hours in the middle of the day. So I need to do a little extra work today. And then tomorrow after work, I'm traveling to go out of town for the weekend. And then I'll be out of town all weekend. So I'm basically I'm not going to work on Agents Code until Monday. That's okay. I will do some posting and more like marketing work on my phone or laptop when I get the time. But that's pretty much it for today. There will not be a video probably tomorrow or Saturday. Maybe there'll be a video Sunday, but no promises. But I might just stand down for the week and take a much needed break this weekend. So that's all I got. If you think this is cool and you really want a tool, let me know. I will fucking build this. This got me pretty excited. I actually I've kind of been enjoying working on this. It's kind of cool to see it work and see like Montenegro, Albania. Yeah, I remember going there. I'm obsessed with this stuff. I love travel. Like if you couldn't tell, I spent the last 10 years. Azerbaijan. Yeah, I really didn't like that country. So I'm obsessed with travel. I think that'd be a lot of fun to build this. Let me know. Let me know what you think. That's all I got. See you maybe Sunday, but probably Monday.